Day 41. Day 41. How to say hello? What's up? I need to change the claim lens. Today I want to try a new activity. I need to try to learn Spanish. Learn Spanish. Yeah. Learn Spanish. Let's try to learn Spanish. Now, how many battery we have on the camera? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Up. I can how to say this. You can survive. I hope you can survive. So let's go to have the first live to learn Spanish. Learn Spanish. So I changed the title. Change the title. Let me change this. Okay. Let's go to learn some Spanish. Some Spanish. Some Spanish, guys. Let's go. Another activity. Up. Okay. Check. Up. Yeah. Okay, I hope you're good, guys. Ready? Have a good week. Good week. See, mirrors also good and also I think the movie was good. I don't think it was great. I paid attention to everything. Then yes, for the movie. Even I don't watch the movie. I think really now I don't know it's how to create masterpiece. Masterpiece. It's how to create masterpiece. Interesting. Anyways, I don't need to say this. I don't have time to. The goal is to learn Spanish today. I know I should also say this. Play Power World, Advanced to Power World, is each Saturday, but I need to change. I need to change my planning sometime. Yeah. Let me learn Spanish PDF. Up. Let me see who's the YouTuber who learns Spanish. Learn on team, learn French, learn Spanish. I watch in fast the live stream in fast like this up. I don't know if they will survive. I don't know if they will. For me, I think it's dead. I think it's dead. Except they take so many clothes, so many advice for so many people. But in my opinion, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. The challenge is cook. Is very cook. We'll see. You know, just to beat the dragon, they take 5 days to beat the dragon. 5 days. See, 5 days they take to beat the dragon, and you think they will also say this? They will have four. They will kill 4 boss in the same game. It's possible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. But it's a question of mindset. It's a question of mindset. And I'm gonna lie, I know it's possible. I'm in a situation like this. I think I'll give up. Oh yeah, I think I'll give up. Even the thing gave me, I don't know, maybe the thing gave me 50k by day. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. If you're those that is a big fan of Minecraft, why not? But if you're not a big fan, but you play Minecraft like casual guy, I think I spoiled my head. Anyways. Let me see just the shot to begin. For the create content with this.
Hey, do you know how to speak Spanish? You look like you know how.
You don't know how to speak Spanish. All you gotta do is just add an ah at the every English word.
Wait, really?
Yeah, try it. Take the word perfect.
Perfecta.
Good, now try the word whole.
Hola.
Disfruits.
Disfruta.
Nig.
Nig. Damn it.
It's
Hey,
fun,
do you know
it's
how to
fun.
speak Spanish? You look like you know how.
You don't know how to speak Spanish. All you gotta do is just add an ah at the every English word.
Wait, really?
Yeah, try it. Take the word perfect.
Perfecta.
Good, now try the word whole.
Hola.
Nig.
Nig.
Ay shit. It was fun. It was fun.
That's not fair. Eso no es justo. I don't agree. No estoy de acuerdo.
No estoy de acuerdo. No estoy de acuerdo. No estoy de acuerdo.
You always do the same thing. Siempre haces lo mismo.
Lo mismo. Ah, no, lo mismo.
Let me explain. Déjame explicar.
Déjame explicar.
That's not fair. Eso no es justo. I don't agree. No estoy de acuerdo.
This is very long that you can also say this. You can learn in if you are in a country you know English or you know French.
Don't touch. No toques.
I never hear all my life no toques. No, is true this? No toques. No toques.
Show it to me. Muéstramelo. I'm so tired.
Wow. You don't see him? Yeah. I know we have a problem. Why you get what the fuck? It's weird. You see, I know we have a problem. I'm a beginner. I'm a beginner, but you create mistake. You create fucking mistake. Mistake. And you put on YouTube. Horrible. Horrible. It's like this you dumb. It's like this you have, how to say this, you have bad information. It's like this. Seriously, guys. Seriously. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie. Ready? Ready. I don't want to see it again. No. Es mi culpa. Yeah. Es mi culpa. Yeah, it's your fault, man. The fuck? The fuck? Hey, the reason I want to I create a platform. Even take so many time. I don't know if I will have time to finish the platform for August. I want to finish the platform for August, but I need to say this. So I have a lot of work. Really a lot of work to finish the platform. I'm gonna lie. Need to have a lot of work. Let me see all the basic in
Our entire language learning system. Get
in
up to
10 minutes.
30% off basic,
Let me see.
premium, and premium plus. Want to speak real Spanish?
I don't know if you can. I think you can. Because I remember we have thing you can stream. You can stream. And I don't know if this thing we can stream, but that's right. Wait.
Spanish
You
from your
can
first
swim in
lesson,
learning.
Sign up for your free
But I
lifetime
forgot what
account
is this
at
channel.
SpanishPod101.com.
Spanish pod.
Lifetime account.
Okay.
Welcome to SpanishPod101.com. Español en 3 minutos. The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Spanish. Hola, soy Lucia. Mucho gusto. Hi, I'm Lucia. Nice to meet you.
Oh, okay. Lucia. Okay, for me, I think Lucia was a word.
Hola, soy Lucia. Mucho
We'll see.
and most fun way to learn Spanish.
So.
Hola, soy Lucia. Mucho gusto. Hi, I'm Lucia. Nice to meet you. In this series, we're going to learn basic Spanish phrases. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Spanish. You will be surprised at how easy it is. Are you ready?
Yeah, sorry, solution.
Listen again to my introduction. Hola, soy Lucia. Mucho gusto. Hi, I'm Lucia. Nice to meet you. Hola, soy Lucia. Mucho gusto.
Oh, I know this. Oh, it's really the basic, that? It's really the basic before you travel, man.
Word is hola, which means hi or
Seriously?
hello. After
Wow. I don't think the first video is this, huh?
that comes soy, which means I am.
Go to travel, huh?
Hola, soy, and then your name. Hola, soy Lucia means hi, I'm Lucia. Finally, say mucho gusto, which means nice to meet you. So all together it is. Hola, soy Lucia. Mucho gusto. Hi, I'm Lucia. Nice to meet you. It's a polite and common way to greet someone. There is also another way to say your name. Instead of soy Lucia, you could say me llamo Lucia. Me llamo.
Me
Literally
llamo Solution.
means I call myself, but we use it to mean my name is. Hola, me llamo Lucia. Mucho gusto. Hi, my name is Lucia. Nice to meet you. Hola,
Me llamo
Lucia.
Solution.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Again, let's take a look at these 2 ways to introduce yourself. Hola, soy Lucia.
Yeah, I want
Mucho
to
gusto.
I want to crash out. What the fuck? Can we have a little
Hi,
evolve?
mucho gusto. Now it's time for Lucia's insights. People in Spanish-speaking countries
that-
greet
that-
each other by shaking hands. By
Yeah, bro.
Depending on the situation, we
Bro,
often kiss
bro.
each other on the cheek. So don't
Bro.
be surprised if this. ¿Están listos? Are you ready? Empecemos. Let's start.
Gracie Brown, I think she know English, so don't need to.
Gracias will be literally mean
No. It's very shit. De nada, gracias. No, it's very the basic. Yeah, and even with this basic, I don't know if you can go in other country with de nada, gracias, mi amor, solution.
used with the song we learned.
All the
como-
basic you need. The title is all the basic you need. No, I need to create to create content. I need to really be a YouTuber, create video, and I have a title like this. No,
Use in Spanish.
no, it's terrible, man.
Are you ready? Empecemos. Let's start. The most used informal greeting is hola. Hola. Hola means hi or hello. We can use it in formal and informal situations at any time of day. It's very used in Spanish. Buenos días literally means good day, but we use it to mean good morning. During the day, we say buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes means good afternoon. This can be used all day as long as it's not
Buenas
yet dark.
noches. I would take another video.
Inglés? Again, this means, do you speak English? The word habla is a form of the verb hablar, which means to speak. This is the formal way to say you speak. Hablar is known as a AR
I'm back.
verb because it ends in AR. Most AR verbs conjugate in a similar way. To learn how to properly conjugate AR verbs like hablar, please check out
Hell,
our Absolute Beginner series on.
look like
This
hell.
is done by adding an S to the end of habla. When we do that, we get hablas. Altogether, hablas inglés, hablas inglés. This is the informal way to ask, do you speak English? The responses you receive could be one of these three.
Don't know what you mean.
Sí, hablo inglés. Yes, I speak English. Sí, hablo inglés. Sí, hablo un poco.
Sí, hablo un poco.
Yes, I speak
Un
a
poco.
little.
Okay, the only thing the other side is the basic you need. The only thing is what the basic you need is what. It's just to say people. Hablo un poco. Hablo un poco.
Sí, hablo un poco. No, no hablo inglés. No, I don't speak English. No hablo inglés. In all of these, hablo means I speak. In the last one, we have no.
Okay, it was very the. Let me see this guy. This guy to learn really language in 2026 because really if you take really 10 minutes to this, I think you really have so many difficulty, huh? Don't lie. Duolingo is good. I know Spanish with Duolingo, but it's not the best. It's really not the best. And to have a conversation on the future, to say this. but to hear, to really understand the good pronunciation, nah, no. This you have the basis. You really have the basis with your lingo.
I would make progress a lot faster with a lot less effort and without ever feeling so stupid along the way. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I would do differently to learn Spanish right now in 5 simple steps. And the good news is this works even if you're busy, even if you're not living in Spain or Latin America, and even if you've never tried to learn Spanish before. But first, let me show you some proof that this method actually works. When I was about 20 years old, I couldn't speak any Spanish, not through lack of trying. It's just that I'd been at it for a while, getting nowhere and almost given up a whole bunch of times. But then something happened one night that genuinely scared me. It was in Argentina and I was traveling up in the north, high up in the mountains. And I went up faster than I should have done because I woke up in the middle of the night, one night feeling dizzy and not being able to breathe. Pretty terrifying. I ran out onto the balcony in the middle of the night, trying not to panic, trying to get some air into my lungs, and I grabbed the nearest thing that I could find, which was a book in Spanish. And so I sat down trying to keep calm, and I started reading this book in Spanish. And as I was reading, something strange was happening. See, the book was far too difficult for me. I've never read anything in Spanish before. But through sheer concentration, I realized I was able to follow more or less what was going on in the story. Not word for word at all, but enough to understand.
But my method, if you want my method, my method is Duolingo. But you see the problem why my how to say this, the money I talk is really not gold, Yeah, it's Duolingo. It's really Duolingo goals. But the American don't talk like this. But the American don't talk like this. No, it's not to see simple. Very simple. Say, hello. Me, I'm Solution. Nice to meet you. See, it's like a robot. Really like a robot. And you understand? You have when you learn with Duolingo, you have a self-confidence. You have a confidence to understand everything. So it's easy. It's easy. After when you talk with a person, an American, you say, my God, Duolingo. How to fuck you? No, the fuck you. Seriously. Me, with American or a video is okay. The point, I was shocked. I was very shocked. Is the first time I talk with professional, with people who really work, you see. Like an agent, real estate, like your agent, real estate. My God. Terrible. Okay. No, you need to have confidence in your life. You need to have confidence, and you need to have confidence to say this. But it kill you if you want to say this. You want, but no shame. One day you want to create a business. And you create a business in another language. Ready?
The gist. It was a bizarre experience. I mean, I was used to speaking
Hold on.
Spanish with people and not understanding anything, even words that
Hay
I
que
knew.
más.
But here was an experience of being able to read something pretty hard and still being able to guess the meaning. Now, of course, that experience didn't magically fix my horrendous Spanish, but it did make one thing obvious. If I wanted to improve my Spanish and learn Spanish, I needed to do something different. I couldn't just carry on doing what I'd been doing all along and hope that it somehow turned out okay. I needed to have an actual plan. So if I was starting again now, this is where I'd begin. Now, it took me a while to understand why that night even works, and all I could think of was, well, was this just a fluke? I wasn't sure, so I looked for more Spanish books to read, and it just kept happening. If I just read the same paragraph a couple of times, it started...
Capítulo 1, la biblioteca. I never tried to read a Spanish book. Spanish book. I don't know if I'm brave to read a Spanish book. But yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to read a Spanish book. And with the thing you read, imagine you read one chapter, and you create a summary. Let me read the summary. I think it's the summary. Yeah, I think it's the summary. Es una buena what is it? Idea. Es una buena idea, dijo Marta. Marta es científica. Habla con sus compañeros Tony y David. Tony es arqueólogo y David es lingüista. Tony estudia el pasado y David estudia los idiomas. Todos están reunidos en la biblioteca hablando de España. Yes. I don't understand because I know Spanish. I understand because we have little word in English. So like we have so like Spanish, and the same for French. So you understand the context with this. Ah, God, man. Sí, claro que es una buena idea. I want to say ID, but my God, it's a problem. It's only a problem. Idea, ID, the same word in English. Idea. Sí, claro que es una buena idea. Dice David. Can you say David? Dice David. No lo sé, responde Donny. I need to read it gave me pleasure to read a book, but maybe I'm a copper. Maybe I'm a copper and I will never take a book in Spanish, but yeah. ¿Quién no sabe Stanley? ¿Quién no sabe Stanley? Dijo Marta otra vez. España es muy grande y tiene mucha cultura. Las regiones son muy amplias y tienen mucha historia. ¿Y qué problema hay? Necesitamos mucho dinero. Necesitamos mucho dinero, ese es el problema. Los tres amigos. Wait, I don't know. I have some difficulty to read Spanish. It's simple, a difficulty to read. Los tres amigos hablan en una mesa de la biblioteca. Marta, la científica, y David, el lingüista, no entienden por qué Tony dice eso. Eso no es ningún problema. Tenemos mucho dinero ahorrado, dice David. Wow. No entienden por qué Tony dice eso. Well, you just say they don't understand what Tony say. I don't know if they say this, the no entienden por qué Tony dice eso. I don't know.
It makes sense, even though I didn't know all the words. See, it turns out I wasn't actually starting Spanish from zero. What I hadn't realized is how much English and Spanish already overlap. English and Spanish
Yeah.
actually share a
Very,
huge
very.
amount of common vocabulary. Boat load.
Really. It's very simple for people who know English, or even for people like me who learn English. Chelsea, you will see. Oh, if this is a word, is a word I know in English. Is a word I know in English. So if you're really serious, you take like 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes by dating ladies for 1 year. I think really you'll see a big difference in your life. I don't know why.
Are almost identical. Animal, festival, criminal.
Wow.
Our words are
Animal, actor, area. I think it's area. Banana, chocolate, color, hero, final, hotel,
almost identical. Animal,
idea.
festival, criminal, total, normal. And then there are the
Importante. Musica.
ones that look unfamiliar at first, but your brain can still recognize
Hey, if you want to learn Spanish, you will not have difficulty.
especially if you see the written form. So you'll see a word like la nación on the page, and you get that little double take. Like, hang on, that word looks a lot like nación, like nation.
Nation.
Same with words like importante or problema, posible. There are literally
Posible.
thousands of these.
Solution. So I think the pronunciation is solution. To solution. My name in Spanish. To solution. I think it's this. I think it's to solution. Maybe I'm wrong.
You're not learning any of these words from scratch. You can learn how familiar English words tend to adapt in Spanish. And once you see these patterns, it immediately unlocks probably about, I don't know, a quarter, a third of the language. You're not even translating, you're recognizing, and that feels way less stressful than trying to memorize a bunch of words. So check out this, for example. Oportunidad, tranquilidad, simplicidad. All these Spanish words end in that, and they are essentially ITY words in English.
Oportunidad, opportunity. Tranquility. Simplicidad. Yay. Wow. Yeah, in French, because you can even give in French. Oportunidad, opportunité. Tranquilidad, tranquillité. Simplicidad, simplicity.
Opportunity, tranquility, simplicity. They're identical. And if I was starting again, I would lean into this at the beginning. And it will blow your mind if you haven't recognized this already. The amount
I can help you.
of vocabulary that will instantly make sense
Can help me too.
once your eyes start to see these patterns. And that is fundamentally what happened to me that night in Spanish. I wasn't doing anything clever. I was just seeing Spanish clearly for the first time. Now, once something like this starts working, it's very easy to assume that it will just keep working on its own, because when people say they've been learning Spanish for years, what they usually mean is they've been doing Spanish-shaped things without a clear target. A bit of this, a bit of that, some serious days, some days nothing. And every time you sit down, you're asking yourself, is this even the right thing to be doing right now in my studying? That is mentally exhausting, and it's one of the fastest ways to just kill your momentum. So if I was starting again, I would simplify the whole thing brutally. I would pick one honest, meaningful reason for learning Spanish right now, get clear on what my goals are, and make a clear plan for what I'm going to do each time I sit down to study, so I don't have to sit down on the day and think and decide and negotiate with myself. I'm not talking about a blood oath to be fluent here, just a rough idea of what I'm going to do every day, so I have a plan. I actually made myself a language goal planner just for this.
Have a plan in your life. Have a plan. I think it's tapping advice, but it's not because it's tapping. You have some people who respect this. You see, It's like how to say this. I don't know. To create a startup, to create a business. I think all people will say you need to have a goal. You need to have a goal. You need to have precision, and it's true. It's true. If you don't have a goal, you just I don't know. You just random on your thing up. You will have difficulty. You will have difficulty. I'm gonna lie. You see. Me, for example, the two things I need to work is always to talking. I need to talking, but I need to improve my vocabulary. More I have more vocabulary, more I will, how to say this, I will create sentence with good, you see. And the problem, just talking in live stream is good. Talking in live stream is good, but I need to have a little time, like 20 minutes, 20 minutes to learn new vocabulary is important, you see. And it's not on your field you will see all the world. You can see little words. I don't know. You create application, you will see little words. Who see, you will see new words in this field. But after you have limit, you see. So yeah, but it's also say this is I think it's one of the best advice to to have a conversation. Let's try to have a conversation. I don't know if you I think you will heal. I think you will heal. Okay, let's try. Let's try. Hey, can you talk with me in Spanish? And if I speak Spanish and I create some little error, you fix this, okay?
Claro, entendido. Hablemos en español. Si cometes algún error, te lo corrijo con Soya y seguimos. Dale, empieza cuando quieras.
You see, it's terrible. It's very terrible. Now I need to go more inside in my room, and don't always creating with application and just talk with some people who Spanish in outside. Seriously, my God, let's try to have a little conversation. I think it's that. Okay, I think it's that. I think it's that. Really, the guy create intimidated in me. Wow. Miramos solución.
Así, aquí lo natural sería busquemos una solución. Miramos o nada más a we look, como observar. Si quieres proponer una salida, busquemos una solución, queda perfecto.
No. Miramos, soy solución.
Creo que quieres decir miramos, soy solución. Miramos suena raro en este contexto. Si quieres decir que tú eres la solución, sería simplemente yo soy la solución. ¿Es eso lo que querías decir?
I need to show you. Wait a minute. No, not you. Hola. Wait a minute.
Hola, ¿qué es?
I connect my iPad. Connect my iPad. Why it doesn't work? The cable is good. Okay, let me go in my Finder. Very good. the application. It's good. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Okay. Soy solution. Yo soy la solución. Yo soy la solución. Yo soy. Hola. Yo soy la solución. Hola. 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 I like it. ChatGPT. ChatGPT down. Oh, maybe because I think I know the problem. The problem is because I connect the cable. It don't want to work. Fuck. So I can create a conversation and I show my screen. Fuck. You see? Fuck. Let me see. Le monsieur. Wait a minute. If I remove, I don't think it will work. If I remove my earpods. I want to say fuck. And the problem, I don't know why they remove ChatGPT in Mac. The ChatGPT Live. Shit. Seriously? Okay. It's bad. I can show you my screen. Let me remove the cable. Maybe if I put in wireless, it will fix. Even I don't think. But always try in your life, like we say. Doesn't work, even in wireless. Okay, we continue. Let's try to have a little conversation without this, without the application. It's bad. Soy solución.
Casi, lo correcto sería decir soy la solución.
Soy la solución.
Perfecto, así está bien. Soy la solución.
¿Y tú?
Yo también. Si tú eres la solución, yo soy el cómplice que te ayuda a construirla. ¿Cuál es el lío que quieres resolver?
No, ¿cómo te llamas?
¿Me puedes llamar ChatGPT?
Oh.
Sí, y si prefieres un apodo.
¿Cuál es tu fondeta?
¿Mi fuente de qué? ¿Te refieres a mis fuentes de información o a otra cosa?
¿Cuál es tu founder?
Ah, fui creado por OpenAI.
Fui creado.
Fui creado, sí, por OpenAI. Lo dijiste bien.
Mm. Mm.
Si te referías a otra cosa con fund, dímelo de nuevo y lo aclaramos. Aquí estoy.
Tú habla rápido.
Uy, perdón, voy más despacio. Si algo no se entiende, me paras y lo repito sin problema. Así mejor.
My God, está bien. No,
Tranquilo, vamos paso a paso. Si quieres, seguimos despacio y con frases cortas.
It's really beautiful how now we can how to say this. We can learn how to say this with the AI. We can learn with the AI because we have a good conversation in so many language, and they improved ChatGPT Live recently, and it's really you see it's really better. Seriously. So wow, but really don't give me confidence to try some words because I say little words and the guy give me big sentence. My God. Okay, let's back in this. And yeah, you see, speaking is really important. So if you don't have a friend, talk with AI. I don't know, talk with AI. We have application. You have application to learn with people who have your language, but learn your language. You see, I think is standard. You see, it's a good application. It's only a good time I'm on this application. You see. So yeah, let's finish the video.
And it helps tremendously. Just 2 pages, takes about 10 minutes to fill in, and it gets 3 things straight very, very quickly. What you're focusing on over the next 3 months, what you're doing when you sit down every day, and a lot less of, wait, am I even doing this right? You also get to tick off each day that you, and a lot less of,
Yeah, this is true. I gonna lie, people. This sentence is very true. Whatever the language you learn, guy, don't say I can learn a language if you don't have 1 hour. You see? Okay, in this life, maybe you don't have 1 hour, but you can't say you don't have 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't say you will master Spanish with 10 minutes, but it can help you, see? And this is on the all the activity. People say, even me sometimes I say this. We don't have I don't have time to have some little sport. Seriously? You don't have 5 minutes to have a little sport? You see? I think I see when I don't know how to say this. I click on so many things on the last stream of Kai and Speed. I saw what? Even is not the best thing. The best thing to have a good health. It's very good. Before they sleep, push-ups, tall push-up, and when they wake up, you run a little, you do a little, how to say this, a little exercise, and up. You in good health, you see. And this, I'm not the best. Ready? I'm not the best. I don't want to be a capper, to be alright. I need to improve on this salesy to have some little exercise. And don't worry, I show you little live stream on the future with sport. Ready?
Am I even doing this
Maybe
right?
habit.
You also get to tick off each day and a lot less
Like a daily plan. Daily plan.
of, wait, am I even doing this right? You also get to tick off each day that you show up, and that tiny sense of progress can really keep you going. Let's not pretend we don't like a dopamine hit.
¿Sigues por aquí?
It's me or we have ChatGPT who talk who I'm crazy?
And there can really keep you going. Let's not pretend we don't like a dopamine hit here and there. Now, this goal planner, you can have it for free. You can print as many as you want, and once it's all set up, you stop wasting energy on decisions and actually put that energy into Spanish instead. If you'd like a free copy, just scan the QR code on the screen, or you can description. Now, even with things finally starting to make sense, there was still a major part of my Spanish journey that completely wrecked my confidence. If Spanish wasn't actually all that foreign, all that different from English, why did I still feel so embarrassingly useless the moment that...
After I really master Spanish and English, I don't think I will go in Portuguese. Even though to say this, I'm close to Portuguese because when you're in America, you're close to Portuguese. But Portuguese have so many people who learn Portuguese. But yeah, Portuguese. I think I will take a big challenge, but I don't know when I was ready for this. But I need to learn an Asian language. Really, I need to learn an Asian
people
language.
started talking to me. Let me tell you, that really came crashing down for me one night in Madrid. So I was in Spain. I went out one night with a friend in Madrid. There were loads of Spanish people, great atmosphere, everyone talking at once. And I remember thinking, okay, here we go. This is the real thing. This is where it finally happens to me. Lots of Spanish. And then it was a car crash. I could catch a few words here and there, but they were flying past me so quickly. It was impossible to grab onto anything. It was a complete disaster. Next thing I knew, this was what I hated, was my friend who I was there with started translating everything that her friends were saying from Spanish into English, like I was some dumb tourist. And I was mortified. It was a humiliation, as only young, unconfident people can feel it. And I remember thinking, how am I this bad at a language that I've actually been working hard at? Now, what I didn't understand back then is that listening is one of the hardest skills at the beginning. And it has nothing to do with intelligence. When people speak, you don't control the speed, especially something like Spanish, which can be very, very fast. It can feel overwhelming when you only meet the language through sound. It's fast, everything runs together. Your brain has to hear these unfamiliar sounds, work out where one ends and the next one begins, figure out the meaning, all in real time. And that's a huge ask when everything is still new. It's just too hard to make out what you're hearing. Now, reading doesn't give you the same problem. With reading, you can slow things down, you can see all the words you already know on the page, and even look back and go back a sentence or a paragraph if you need to. Plus, it's the best way to start to work out how these cognates actually work. Remember the word nación? Well, if you only hear it spoken, you probably won't realize which word it is. You won't notice the connection with English because the accent can get in the way.
Nación.
Nación. But if you
It's like solution. Don't say solution. It's solution. To solution.
see the word on a page, you make the link straight away. And once you've learned the basic building blocks of Spanish, you can for sure start reading really, really quickly. Think about all the advantages you've got. The alphabet is the same. You pronounce words the way that they are spelled in Spanish for the most part. You've got all of those cognates, the words that are the same, and even word order is basically the same. So subject, verb, object. So if I got a do-over, I would give myself a massive head start and just read.
I have so many bad things.
But here's the big thing.
If my camera dies,
Simple
the last thing is die.
texts that come with matching audio. Something like what we use in our story learning courses, for example, and our books of short stories. Story, reading, plus audio. Why audio? Because in our books of short stories. Story, reading, plus audio. Why audio? Because our books of short stories.
Yeah, take this. I save this. I think you can help me short story in Spanish. Really, because if you give me big books, so see, I think I'll never take. I'll never put the first tape.
Story, reading,
But with this,
audio.
it can be okay.
Why audio? Because text and audio combined is a match made in heaven. See, when you read and listen together, your brain is able to match the sound with the words on the page. And it just makes sense. You can do something with that. And hey, if spoken Spanish had ever made you feel stupid in the past, that's not a sign that you're bad at languages at all. It just means you started in the hardest possible place. And for me, once I could recognize words on the page, listening finally had something to hook onto. But even then, I found a whole new way to sabotage my progress. And this is where I really started getting in my own way. In fact, this next mistake probably caused me the most stress overall, and it's one I see English speakers making all the time. See, after my horrible experience in Madrid, I tried to control the language. I became weirdly obsessed with grammar, especially verb endings and past.
I take these too.
Tenses, and I would be standing there in conversations I was having, trying to.
Oh, yeah, this guy for dummies. It's one of the best books.
The perfect sentence in my head, and I remember thinking things like, "Hang on, before I say this, should I be saying hablé or hablaba or he hablado? I was working out this grammar on the fly, while the conversation had already moved on to a totally different topic. And look. Grammar matters. Okay, I'm not anti-grammar. I'm not here to tell you that grammar is not important and you should not study it. Spanish does have tricky things to learn. But the danger is when grammar becomes the thing that you cling to at all costs because you're somehow terrified of getting grammar wrong. Because then you blow grammar up into this something enormous and it holds you back from all the other things that actually matter in a conversation. The kind of natural interactions that actually count when you're speaking to somebody. And it's not about the grammar. What I understand now is that grammar is best learned when it answers some kind of question that you already have. Let me give you an example. Let's imagine that you keep hearing people say a phrase like, lo que pasa es que, which in Spanish means, the thing is that, or here's the thing. So you hear this phrase, and eventually you realize, okay, people keep saying these words in this order all the time, and you start to think, all right, okay, I recognize this now, I should probably start to understand how the grammar works. And this is where actually studying a bit of grammar can help. When it's explaining something your brain has already cottoned onto. So if I was starting again, I would learn grammar a lot more naturally. I'd still use a textbook and but I'd be very picky about how I used it. Not to try to memorize Spanish grammar rules, and definitely not to work through it cover to cover.
But I think the stage 2.
¿Sigues por aquí?
You see why is the problem? How to show you? ChatGPT. You see? Why ChatGPT is mute and sometimes he talk with me. No, in this life, really people, if you don't close your app, really, they can hear you. What the fuck, man? Even if you close your app, they can always kill you. But yeah, really with audio, it's very good because I remember when I was supposed to say this in high school, I have always good grades, good notes. You see, but Monday it was the exam, and it was to hear guys with audio. And what the fuck? Hey, aqui, bora sobre, hey, hola. Wait, seriously, nothing. Because for me, just tell way to just learn thing and write in the paper. You see, you can use this with your memory. It's shit. We have so many people to say this who can have good grades in school, but it's not a way to say this guy is very good. No, really, before the exam, for 1 hour, for 2 hours, or for 3 hours, you repeat the word, you repeat the word, and after the exam, you give all the words up, and you have, how to say this, you have a good grade. But it don't really help you to the biggest exercise. For me, the biggest exercise is not to talk. The biggest exercise is how to say this, is to hear, is to understand. See, because you see, what to say this, Spanish have so many words in English is look like the same. So if you read a book, if you just read a book, you will understand, like, I don't say you will understand 50%. You will maybe understand 20%, 30%, thing like this. 20%, 30% just by read, because you know so many things. See, but if you hear the words, you really hear the words. Sometimes you can miss the word. So this for me is a cheat code. It's really a cheat code. I'm gonna lie. It's a cheat code.
Textbook and refer to it, but I'd be very picky about how I used it. Not to try to memorize Spanish grammar rules, and definitely not to work through it cover to cover, but to clear things up when something keeps blocking my understanding. And then the second I start getting my head about it, I would say, Ollie, this grammar thing, like, yeah, it doesn't matter. let's just move on. Trust me on this. Grammar tends to sort itself out over time. It should make things feel easier, and if it's making you tense, becoming the bane of your life, yeah, you're not ready for it yet. So speaking of getting in my own way, all of that helped, but it still didn't fix one big problem. See, I always wanted to be able to speak early on. The problem back then was how hard it was to actually speak. This was before apps. It was before you could just click a button and find someone online called Carlos who wants to practice English for half an hour. So I did something slightly unusual. I wanted to
say subscribe.
Central London.
How to say subscribe? How to say subscribe in Spanish? How to say subscribe in Spanish?
Suscríbete.
Suscríbete. Wow, another word usually look like English. Really? Suscríbete. Suscríbete. Wow.
Listening out for people speaking Spanish on the street. I'm not exaggerating. I would listen for people speaking Spanish.
Suscríbete.
And when I heard someone speaking, I would do the only logical thing.
Suscríbete, people!
And I would say, oh, sorry, this is going to sound a bit odd, but can we practice some Spanish together? And sometimes they would give me the look, but I got a few yeses from people working in shops and pubs and things, and when that would happen, I'd try and speak, and I would just parrot out the same old phrases that I would go, hola, ¿qué tal? Bien, bien. And honestly, although it was awful, it felt pretty liberating to get those little interactions. I realized that communicating with people was the reason I was doing this in the first place. But okay, this is not very good practical advice for most people. And it honestly didn't get me very far. If I was starting again today, I would remove all of that awkward friction immediately, and I would simply go online, find a language partner, and start speaking from day one. And I would keep those conversations deliberately low pressure. With a
You see the advice in the top is really the best. It's really the best. Ready? Try to speak, to say little words, to tout in Spanish. See, touting, pray in Spanish maybe. I think so. I say you to pray in Spanish. Don't try. But the chill thing is the best. Seriously, and with this with your words, because for me you can speak with Duolingo. Duolingo say you to read a sentence, but it's not the same when you try with your imagination to say a sentence.
Start speaking from day one, and I would keep those conversations deliberately low pressure. With a language partner, the goal is not to sound impressive. The goal is just to show up and say something, even if it's as simple as, I work in London. Trabajo en Londres. I mean, these early conversations, they're not about saying everything right. They're about realizing that people will understand you anyway, even if you screw up. And this is a huge...
Yeah, the camera have 1%.
That frees you up to speak and just not worry, not get in your head. So much of this language gets picked up through natural interaction. English and Spanish are very, very close culturally. If this were Thai or Mandarin, this would not be what I'd be recommending. Speaking like this is too difficult at the beginning, but with Spanish, you can. Oh, and one more very important thing, I would not waste any time worrying about which variety of Spanish am I going to learn. Spain, Mexico, Peru, whatever. It's all the same language underneath. There's only one small thing I would do differently though, and it's something I didn't handle brilliantly the first time. I would try to get proper professional feedback on my pronunciation in particular right at the beginning from a teacher. The idea here is not to try to sound perfect or lose my English accent, just to make sure that I wasn't quietly baking in tiny mistakes, because pronunciation tends to what's called fossilize. If you start to pronounce things wrong, you don't want to have to undo it later. And Spanish pronunciation, it's not wildly difficult, but it is different enough that things like certain vowel sounds or your kind of rolling R, or how to pronounce the jota, for example, they can stick with you without noticing. And to be fair, I speak Spanish now with a bit of a Canarian accent anyway, because I spent so much time in the Canary Islands. So, that's hardly standard Spanish. If I knew that that was how I was going to end up speaking, perfection is never the goal. The thing that finally locked Spanish in for me wasn't something I learned to do better. It was something I stopped doing altogether. And it was this: I stopped treating Spanish like a project. So when I was living in London, I met a guy from the Canary Islands. His name was Thomas. We became very close friends. We played music together, and I asked him to only speak Spanish to me, and that was actually not such a big problem because he had no interest in learning English at all. So really kind of convenient encounter. And we spent the next 2 years just hanging out and speaking Spanish all the time. And because this was his home language, there was no sense of right, let's improve your Spanish today.
Okay, guys.
It was just literally build one or two places. Might be
Immerse in the language. Always. Okay. I say learn Spanish. We see little thing. I think it helped me learn the cognates with audio. It's true. I take the book. The book will always fall for me. Speak early. Yeah, try. You then also say this. Now we have ChatGPT. Guys. You see, I talk with ChatGPT. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. You see, you want to learn French. ChatGPT. You want to learn Spanish? ChatGPT. You have a good pronunciation. Really, you have the good pronunciation. So see, when you see the difference when you talk English, when you talk Spanish, wow, it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. And if you create some little hero, it can say you the hero. It can fix your sentence. See if your sentence have good grammar or not. So yeah. I think we'll have another lesson. Maybe not tomorrow, or maybe why not? But to have really more to say this. A good immersion. I don't know. Maybe to watch a video in Spanish. Maybe to find another solution to talk with AI. With AI to fix your grammar. Because I want to try, but I can't show you. So it's a problem, you see. But yeah, it was a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Advice. Seems not advice. I don't know. But love to learn, guy. Learn every day. Learn every day. Like say Billion, I don't know if it's Warren Buffett. But he say what? I can't sleep without learn a new thing. So learn a new thing in your field. Oh, a language. I don't know. But yeah. Yes, my camera died and say peace. It was Ta Solution.